Hi. You guys, I'm traveling again for work. Again. Like, I can't tell you how special I feel that these clients are like wanting me specifically, asking for me to do these cases, like these surveillances. So it's kind of an ongoing case that I'm working. So I'm doing surveillance in yet another state. And it's kind of wild because like when I can finally tell you guys about the case that I'm working, you'll be like, oh my God, that's so crazy. So I can't tell you yet, but I'll be able to tell you soon. Hey Brandy. So I want to do, while I'm in this hotel, so the surveillances are weird, but, while I'm in this hotel, I want to do kind of a, I don't know, like a semi-glam kind of look with this Saint makeup. So I'm going to put on here, and I'm not feeling the best, or comment match or text me at this number for free color match. I'm not feeling the best because like I've been having a headache ever since I flew out from my house yesterday. And I've had a headache ever since, and then I just took some Tylenol with Excedrin with like the caffeine, and so it's got me like this. But I don't think I ate enough, so I'm feeling a little like not good. But I still had to visit with my people. Okay, so let's do a really quick, not really quick, but semi-quick. I'm gonna start with the detail brush, and also you freaking guys, look at these nails. I forgot to show you these. Look, a little spider. So my best friend Tiffany does custom press-ons, and she did these for me for Halloween because I'm not someone who loves Halloween because like orange and black or whatever, but this is like Mackenzie on steroids Halloween. Like it's who, there she is, Nail Junkie 615. Tiff, I got your nails and I love them so much. Thank you. These are the best nails I've ever had. So like I need these for Christmas with like jingle bells or some shit on them and like something, but aren't they so cool? So if you want custom nails, Nail Junkie 615, she can give you like whatever you want, size, shape, color, design, whatever. Isn't it so cute? It's like Charlotte's Web. Oh, yay! Thank you for switching to me. Hey, Chrissy. Okay, detail brush. Lay it on its side. I like to start with contour. So look at, this is what my brush looks like when I get in that contour, right? So this makeup is a cream makeup, but it's not like super, I like to say it's not weird and gross, because when I first thought of cream makeup, I was like, ew, that's disgusting. But it's really not. So I'm just going to chisel out my face with this contour. So contour is cool gray and ashy. Then I'm going to use the smaller end of my brush, or actually I can use the other side of this detail brush to pop into my main shade. So this is what I've been doing. So this is like kind of a I don't need to do full glam because I'm going to a surveillance, so it's not that serious. But I kind of want to show you how you can zhuzh it up a little bit. So, okay. So this is how I'm applying, and I'm sorry the lighting is garbage here, but it's a hotel. What do you want me to do? Okay. So I am pressing this color onto my skin. So this is my main shade. So I'm using a little bit more than normal just because it's like semi-glam, so not super full glam, but you'll see how it kind of blends in. Okay, this area I'm leaving empty because inside your scuba goggles is the brightening highlight. So I'm leaving that empty for now. So what I've been doing is actually applying my contour and my main shade. I will match you to the right shades. Just comment the word match and I'll send you the color match. I have it set up to send you the color match form, and then you can do the thing. Okay, so this is using the detail brush. One side I used for the contour, tap, 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 tap to kind of chisel out my face, right? The next, the other side I used for my main shade, tap that kind of everywhere else. Not really here in the inner corner, like the T-zone. Now I'm going to use my blush and bronzer brush. So this is my favorite combo for brushes, detail and then blush and bronzer. So it's really, every brush is double-ended, so it's kind of a steal. Okay, so I'm going to use the small end of my blush and bronzer brush, and I'm going to tap this into my skin. So you don't really have to press in and do the swirly whirl like mixing Nesquik on your face. Just kind of tap this in. all over. So these colors, by the way, like a lot of people ask, are like, so do you have to use different brushes like to blend? No, it's not super wet like paint. You know what I mean? From like Lowe's, like your satin finish for your wall. This is kind of like it's just not wet. Like they don't blend together and like create a crazy color. And so you can use the same brush, which the Saint brushes were formulated for the Saint makeup, so it's fine. Blend up to Jesus. You stay over there. So we're blending up to Jesus on our contour. And so already we're starting to get that chiseled kind of look, and we're getting coverage. So this makeup is kind of like, it blends out much more sheer than liquid. So if you're new to this makeup, just know that the color might look a little crazy, but it all blends in and you get this really beautiful finish. So it blends out much more sheer. So if the color looks dark in the pan and then when you first put it on your face, that's okay. So I'm just kind of tapping this on and just kind of lightly blending it down my neck because I do the self tanner. I love a self tanner. I have been trying to fix my skin because for 40 years I was just out in the sun. Tan me, Jesus. Does it work for more mature? Yes, actually that's a good question. If you have mature skin and more texture, lines, wrinkles, things like that, this will not settle and crease and cake in those lines and wrinkles because there's no alcohol in it. So it's not drying up, leaving you with just the pigment and like sucking all the moisture from your skin. Hi, Julie. I've missed you too. Thank you so much for being patient, you guys. I've been so busy with like doing this. I've been traveling a lot for this PI work and doing these surveillances. So I really appreciate your patience and just like, I don't know, loving me through this kind of period where I'm doing a lot. I'm really excited for it. I'm going to add a little bit more contour. A small trick or a small something to think about if you want to add a little bit more glam. Hey girl, hey. Darker contour, or not darker contour, a little bit more contour. So when you think of more glam, think of more dimension. So the darker the dark, or a little bit fuller coverage on the contour, and brighter the bright, right? Thank you, Katie. I did it earlier, so, and then I was crying because I wasn't feeling good. So it's fine. Fine. We cry. It's fine. I'm a crier. So I'm going to touch it up here in a minute. But anyway, so these colors are just really pretty and they just kind of blend like right into your skin. You just kind of press them in, right? Okay. So I did my contour and my main shade. So think contour, foundation. Now I'm going to add bronzer. I know I have not done my brightening highlight yet. I put that on last and it somehow when I moved it to the back of my routine, of my makeup routine, and now it seems like much more bright. What if I've never done full makeup before and I'm great? Sue, you'll love this makeup. You will be, then I will break your full face of makeup cherry and you will be like, ow, I really love this. Why did I wait 50 years? I feel like many of the finer lines have softened a bit because of the makeup. Yes, it's the beeswax and there's no alcohol, so it's very hydrating. So if you have mature skin, this is the makeup for you. And also if you're a preteen or if you have daughters who are younger and they're getting into makeup, this makeup is for every age just because I kind of feel like less is more is what I want to teach the young ladies. But also if you have mature skin, it's not going to like, you know what I mean? It's not going to do the thing where it like enhances all the texture and the lines and wrinkles. Okay, so main shade kind of all over and I did my contour. So we've chiseled, we've added coverage, right? Okay, now I'm going to add my bronzer. Hey, Riley, you sweet girl. I'm so excited to see you and hug your face. Hug your face, squeeze your face and hug your neck. Whatever, I'm just gonna hug your face. Okay, bronzer is for warmth. So see where it's like cool, gray, ashy for the contour, and then warm, think sun-kissed for the bronzer. Yes, Freedom and Beauty VIP on Facebook. Please join my beauty group there. There are so many women that of all ages and all different skin types and skin tones, and you can really get a lot of those ladies post their before and after pictures and, you know, just kind of rave about the makeup and they'll tell you like, hey, I had this experience, or they'll ask questions like, you know, what do you guys think about this for mature skin? Or what do you think about this if you have sensitive skin? And a lot of women in there that can help you. Confessions of a Dogfish. Angie, did you not hate that guy? I hated him. So on my podcast called The Dating Detectives, we had this guy who he was the Dogfish, and he talked about, I think he took pride in the fact that he was like, He manipulated women. He manipulated his wife, and he was legitimately a dogfish. You can listen to my podcast for free. You have to go check it out. Okay, so see how that's like cool gray kind of ashy tone, and now I've added the warmth for bronzer, right? Same brush. Angie, he was so, like, I was trying to be nice to him because I think kindness is the right thing to do, but also, like, I told him, I think Molly is our producer, and I think she edited the part out where I was like, you know nobody's gonna like you, right? And she's like, you can't say that. And I'm like, yeah, I can. Okay, so this is the bronzer, and I'm gonna add a little bit more bronzer just because I'm extra. And when it comes to a little bit more full glam, add a little bit more to where you think it's a little bit too much. And then with this makeup, what happens is the makeup kind of like melts into your skin beautifully. So if you think you're like, oh, that's too much, give it 5 minutes. And then you'll be like, oh, that's really pretty. Sarah, what are you doing? What do you mean you're behind on listening? You're like an MVP. Like, I'm gonna need you to catch up, my friend. Sarah, you're in trouble. Sarah's in trouble. Sarah's one of our Patreoners. You guys, join the Patreon too. It's like $5 a month, and you get like 2 bonus episodes of the pod. Oh, I just threw my brush. I threw my brush. Okay, so I just did my main foundation shade, my contour, and bronzer, okay? Now, let's add more. I want to add color now. So now I've done like the warmth, I've added the dimension. Now I'm going to add color, which also adds dimension. And this has been my favorite combo. So this, what is this? This is pink grapefruit, and we're going to dabby, dabby, dabby. Looks super pink, right? Dabby, dabby, dabby. And these colors are really, really pigmented. So you don't have to use very much, but this will blend in. I'll show you. And then this tiger lily color. So boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. And you have to make the sound effects. Boop, 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 or else it's not as fun. Okay. Excuse me. See how this is like really intense, right? These colors look super intense, but with cream makeup, with this makeup, what you'll find is that it's not as intense as it looks. So when you see the colors online, try not to be like, oh, that's really intense. I'm gonna look like a crazy like clown Barbie. No, you're not. No, you're not. It blends in really, really pretty. And it adds dimension and youthfulness. So if you want to look a little less dead, or you want to look a little more young, like a little more youthful, this is a great way to do that. Add more color, add more warmth, light versus dark, cool versus warm. That's what we're doing here, right? So don't be afraid of the pigments. And see how I'm using this fluffy brush to just kind of dust it? So if you treat your cream makeup like a powder, it's going to blend so beautifully. So you can add like bronzer, and you can add blush, and you can do whatever you want with your makeup just by dusting it on. So don't be afraid of the colors. It's not your liquid foundation. This is not powder where it's like when you put it on your face and then it's like kind of a stain. This makeup is not like, it's not a 10 commandment. Like, it's not written on a freaking concrete block. What do you call it? What do you call them? The things? What do you call the things of the 10 commandments? The things, the epitaph, whatever, you know what I'm talking about, the Lord said, and then the 10 commandments, and it's written on like epitaph, right? Well, we're not doing that. So this is just like, if you mess it up, like if you're a makeup idiot and you mess up your makeup, then you can fix it really easy. And then like you'll see, my 10-year-old son put my makeup on my face, and I was like, oh, dumpster fire, blended it to perfection. It was fine. So like, I just want you to know that it's not as crazy as you think. Okay, so I did my main foundation shade, my contour shade, my bronzer for warmth, and then a really pretty like lip and cheek colors, right? I just mixed these two colors. Now, I want to add my brightening highlight, okay? So right here in the T-zone, I want to add that brightness. So see how I get a really beautiful, look at all the cool contour, and then the warm bronzer, and the really pretty lip and cheek color, and whatever. Now I'm gonna add my brightening highlight. So I'm gonna use this color. This is called Aura, and I'm gonna put this right here. You can also use your brush. So I just use my finger here. See how I just kind of tap that in right there? Or my detail brush. Been obsessed with this makeup since I first tried it almost 2 years ago. I need to order more eyeshadow. Oh yes! Don't stop breaking your palettes. I mean your eyeshadow. My daughter asked me where my rosé show went. Angie, isn't it great? I really love the coverage that it gives. And just, I don't know, just a little bit more confidence, right? Okay, this is applying with a brush. So see how you can blend as you go with the brush, or you can apply it with your finger and then blend it out. Either way, smaller brush for a smaller area. So if you have a really small face, you can use a smaller brush. Like these brushes are based on your needs. So this one's a little bit kind of fluffy, but kind of dense. So you can get like a medium coverage. This detail brush is dense. Like it's not fluffy at all. So that you can blend with that and it'll give you a kind of a fuller coverage. But I want to show you how. Will there be a Black Friday sale? I'm sure there is every year, so I'm sure there's going to be one. Although I'm not like positive because I don't make the rules here. They don't really listen to me, but it's fine. I'm sure. Okay. See how I'm just like kind of pressing that in a little bit? So you can get a really beautiful dimension, which will give you the youthfulness without all the cakiness. Like it's not super cakey. All you have to do, by the way, when you, like, don't be scared of these colors. Look, this is the color that I'm wearing and it doesn't look like that color. So when it looks dark, just be like, ugh, and then just trust me and then wear it anyways because I told you to. Just trust me. Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind. You're so sweet to me. Oh, also, the launch is on for the UK for November. So as far as we know, we are launching in the UK in November. Australia is soon to come after that, and then Mexico after that, as far as I know. I think there's going to be an advent calendar. Like, I'm sure, because last year the advent calendar was a hit. So I'm sure they'll do it, but I don't know. Nobody listens to me. It's fine. I'm just the top seller here. It wouldn't be great to ask my advice, but it's fine. I'm just the top seller in the whole company. It's fine. Whatever. Like, don't listen to me. I don't have a business degree. I don't make the rules. Okay, this color is called Royal. And I'm just kind of putting it all over. I want to show you that these dark colors, you guys, are not as dark as they look. They just not. And this is Sunshine State. So this is semi-glam because I did a little bit of a heavier contour and a little bit of a heavier brightening highlight. Like not heavy, like you can still see it has a really beautiful finish. Like there's nothing crazy about it. Like it's not wackadoo heavy. It's just the greater contrast you get, the more glam it's gonna look. So 6-month newbie here. What was in the advent calendar? There were 12 new eyeshadows in the advent calendar. And then once the advent calendar went away, like once the advent calendar sale was over, then this year they took one eyeshadow every single month from the advent calendar and made it the shade of the month. So like this month through October, you can get Spell, and Spell is it this? Oh, I hope I brought it. I'm out of town right now, so I don't know if I brought it. Hold on. Damn it all to hell. I don't think I brought it. But Spell is very similar to these. Really, really beautiful color. It's a very rich kind of chocolatey brown and really gorgeous, really gorgeous. I'm going to touch up my eyeshadow from earlier. And these, by the way, the Saint eyeshadows are not very, they don't have a lot of fallout. They're very, very, they're really nicely packed. And so you won't have a lot of fallout from them. Kind of like some of the more cheaply made eyeshadows. You won't have that with this. There's not a lot of fallout. So they're really nice. You just tap and blow. And they're powders. A lot of people think the eyeshadows are cream because the makeup is cream, but they're powders too. And you can just really, if you take the darker shades and apply them on the outer corners, right? Like so. Oh, to get color match, just comment the word match. And then also it'll send you it will, like my robot. I don't know what to call it. It's the mini chat program. And I was like, I don't want to do automation because I hate bad customer service. And I was like, I don't want nothing automated. But then I have to do automation because like it helps me to like get, otherwise I won't answer you for like 10 days. So, because I have like a lot of like answering to do in my messages. So if you comment the word match, it'll send you my color match form. All you do is send me a selfie and it says, I get a text message on my phone and it says, hey, so-and-so requested a color match. And then I pull up your selfie and I look at your shades and I plug them in You know what? So many people say I look like Carrie Underwood. I don't see it, but I'll take the compliment because she's so pretty. I just think she's really beautiful. So thank you so much. I am losing more. Well, I'm not losing more weight. I'm still at like 140 from 300 pounds. Like I was 300. Now I'm at I got down to 136. Now I'm like at 140 to 143. But I did put on a size 4 jeans at American Eagle today. I ended up getting the size 6 just because they were a tad, like they fit a little bit better. The size 4 I think was a little too small because they were jeggings, and I hate jeggings, but it's fine. I think if they were not like if they were just like the curvy straight, like if you're familiar with American Eagle jeans, it probably would have been fine if it was a 4. But I got a pair of the jeggings and they were size 6, so it was really, I was like, this is crazy. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for noticing. Thank you. It's been kind of an interesting journey, but definitely a lot of self reflection, because like when you lose that much weight, like I still pick up a size 10, 12, and I'm like, oh, I'm wearing a 10, 12. This is exciting. But I just threw away like 20 pairs of jeans in my closet because that are fairly new, because I can't fit them. And even when I order stuff online, they're like, what size do you need? And I'm like, extra large. And my husband and my best friend, they're like, no, you're sick in the head. Like, because when I look in the mirror, I see that 300-pound girl. I don't see the size 4 or size 6. Like, I don't see that. I see the 300-pound girl. I still, like, there are things that I wear now that I couldn't wear before. And when I put them on, I'm like, holy bananas. Like, before I couldn't wear jeggings. I look like a busted can of biscuits. But now they look actually really pretty. So, I don't know. It's been kind of an interesting journey. And I just appreciate that you guys have allowed me to like share it with you without judgment and without ridicule, because I've been ridiculed my whole life for my weight. And like, for once, I just want to be someone who can like talk about this stuff and, you know, let other women feel like they're not alone. And I just don't think it's fair for anybody to feel that way. And so I'm excited, and I hope that I can continue to be someone that, you know, people look at and say, hey, that she's just like me. And, you know, I think women already feel so alone when it comes to their journey with weight, and I feel like nobody should feel that way. I know what it's like to feel that way, and nobody should feel that way. It freaking sucks. So I just want everybody to know that like you're not that's another reason too, like people on the internet. I made a video the other day and I was like I said, because people are always like, oh my god, your hair is so pretty, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I want how do you keep your hair so pretty? Because I bleached the shit out of it, and I have 22-inch mermaid extensions, 2 rows. That's why. Like, I'm not born like this. I bought those. Like, do you know what I mean? And my point was that, like, the internet is a lie. Like, people look the way they do because sometimes, like, you look at people and you're like, oh, she's so beautiful, but you don't know what that person is going through. Like, you don't know what they've experienced, or like, you don't know what's real and what isn't. Not that anything, like, not that it's bad to have like plastic surgery, or like I get Botox and I get my lips done. Like, I don't care. Judge me if you want. I don't give a shit. But like, I just feel like it's important to not be like, look at me and look at how beautiful I am. Like, no, girl, like, let's be real about what we're doing. Do you know what I mean? Because when we compare ourselves to others, sometimes we're comparing ourselves to something that's not real. The internet is a freaking lie, right? So I just want to make it clear that, like, not everything is real. You are, like, I even put on that video, I said, when someone was like, oh, how do you keep your hair so beautiful? And I'm like, don't be ridiculous. I get extensions and I bleach the hell out of it. Like, that's why. And so, I just think it's, I don't know, it's just so important to be real about what you're doing. And I was talking about I posted a video the other day. I was like, one way that I have found that, like, one thing that helped me kind of lose weight a little bit also was changing my intake of protein and water, like increasing my protein, increasing my water. And someone was like, but you're also on weight loss medication, so we need to put that first. And I'm like, why? like I'm honest about the fact that I'm on weight loss, like a weight loss shot. Like that's the one thing that like I finally have control over my food. Like I have a poor relationship with food, and I have a food addiction. Like no one has ever diagnosed me with that, but I don't need them to. Like it doesn't take a freaking rocket surgeon, you know what I mean? I have a food addiction, just like people have drug addictions and alcohol addictions. I literally have a food addiction. And so like this is the first time that I feel am more in control with my with this addiction that I have. Like I can't stop eating. Like even like I talk about how when I would go do a surveillance and I would come home to cook dinner for my family and I would stop at McDonald's and get like a cheeseburger. Like that's dumb, right? Like that's how you know that like it's not okay. Anyways, and so I was like, listen, I'm totally honest about what's going on in my life and like, you know, how I'm losing weight. And people are like, oh, that's cheating. Like people are like, why can't you just diet and exercise? Like, first of all, I did that. Right? I did that before I had my son. I lost 100 pounds just by doing Zumba and counting calories. That's all I did. And I lost 100 pounds over a year. And then I did really good. But then after I had my son, it didn't work no more. Like my body was different, right? But I still had the same food addiction. Even though I went back to Zumba and counting calories, doing the exact same thing, but this time it didn't work because my body wasn't responding the same way because hormones or whatever. And so I finally found something that like helped me to be healthier. And then like people criticize you for it. It's like, can you shut the F up? Like I finally found something that works for me, and it's working for other women as well. And we're, you know, finding a solution to kind of change the reward system in our brain and, you know, help us learn better habits when it comes to our body and health and eating and stuff. Anyways, it doesn't matter. All I'm saying is do what you want, but don't trust people on the internet. The internet is a freaking lie. It's all a lie. Don't trust nobody. But like, trust me. I always say don't trust strangers on the internet, but also trust me. But it's true. I'm a private investigator, and I'm like, don't trust anybody. Look, how pretty is this makeup? So I call this a semi-glam look because it's like not super like wedding glam, but it is a little bit more full coverage than like my normal everyday. But look how pretty the finish is. It's got that really pretty glow, really, really gorgeous makeup. So if you haven't tried this makeup yet, like, first of all, it's viral for a reason. It actually is really good. And I'm not someone who likes gimmicks. I hate gimmicks and like, oh, this can make your wrinkles go away or whatever. Like, no, like, this is actually really nice for your skin. Nothing's gonna take away your wrinkles but a scalpel and some Jesus. That's what I like to say. But you know what I mean? But it will help you to camouflage what you're not crazy about and enhance the things that you love. And I feel like that's okay. And I want you to know that. And like, I know what it's like to not feel confident in how you look and to feel ugly and to feel, I just know, like, that's my whole life, you know? So I just want you to know that it's okay to feel that way, and you have a friend here. And I'm going to help you find your confidence with makeup and in yourself. And I don't know. I am a wizard with color matching. I just heard my saint to one of my clients because I love it so much. Good for you! It really is good makeup. Like, it really, really is. I'm being real. Like, it really... I know it sounds so... I hate saying that. Like, this makeup is great for everyone. Because, no, it's not. But... actually, yes, it is. Like, there's a lot of products that everyone's like, everyone can use this. It's like, no, they can't. Like, that's not a thing. But this stuff, you actually really can. And I was like, when I first tried the makeup, I was like, that's stupid. Like, that's not, like, that's stupid makeup. No one does your makeup like that. And then I tried it and I was like, okay, I'll shut up now. It's actually really good. So anyways, oh yeah, the loyalty points. Saint was an MLM, a multi-level marketing company. So like, join my team and recruit to like sell the makeup or whatever. And it's not anymore. Now it's just affiliate marketing. So that means they also changed the loyalty program for customers. So when you buy makeup and when you refer new customers to me to buy makeup, you start earning like free stuff. And like, this is one of them, for instance. This is a jewelry book. And it has like, first of all, I travel a lot and I hate packing my jewelry because all the stuff gets tangled. Excuse me, I just belched, I'm sorry. But this is like a jewelry book. You can like separate all your jewelry and like it keeps, It's so freaking nice. That's one of them. And then there's a travel cream, and then there's just all kinds of stuff that's specific to the loyalty rewards program or whatever. So you just go into your account and go to your loyalty points and copy the referral link, and you can like send that to a friend and be like, hey, buy makeup from this link or whatever. And anytime you refer somebody new, like you'll start getting more points. And then when you buy makeup for yourself also, you'll get points. So it's really cool and really fun. So let me know if you have questions about that. But anyways, get a free color match or just text me. You guys, my customer service will not disappoint you. My customer service is legit, because I hate bad customer service. I think it's disgusting. You look like Carrie Underwood. That's it. Everybody says that. And she's so pretty. And I'm like, really? Thank you so much. I think that's really cool. So anyways, okay. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a great night. I'll let you know about this surveillance as soon as I'm allowed. It's in my contract that I'm not allowed to talk about it on social media yet. So I'll let you know when I can. Yes, this is my Freedom Barbie merch. allwillynilly.shop. allwillynilly.shop. Isn't it cool? She's a little, I love her. I love skulls though. Like everything skulls. Like I have this tattoo of, so, okay. My vision of beauty is like, hold on a second. Someone's here. Okay. I don't know who's at the door. Let me call it. I gotta go. I'll tell you about it later.